Could I have a motion to adjourn executive session?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Could I have a motion to return to regular
So moved.
session? Second?
People.
I'm sorry, second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We do have one person that would like to speak to the board, Lori Tice. Lori, if you would like to come up. There is a 3-minute limit, and the board will not converse with you, but if there's anything that they need to answer, they'll get back to you as soon as they go. Okay, yeah, you can come right up here.
Okay, thank you. Is it okay if I pass this over, sir?
Sure.
Hi, my name is Lori Tice. I'm here on behalf of my niece, Mia Kerfing, who's 18 years old and is an Oswego City School District student, currently enrolled in the City BOCES Exceptional Education Program. The photos I'm passing around are pictures from Mia. She's lived with my family for 5 years. She's wheelchair bound with multiple severe physical and intellectual disabilities. The last 3 years, she's been enrolled in City BOCES, attending Garibaldi School in Fulton. My family and I were very pleased with the education that she was receiving at that school. I voiced my approval of the school with Lisa Carter at her CSE meeting, and I told Lisa that I was extremely pleased with the location, the environment, the staffing. We were so happy with her there. The classroom was large, well-equipped, located on the main floor, only several feet from an exit to the outdoors, which was at ground level, even had toileting facilities attached to the room. In mid-August, I learned completely by accident that the class was being moved to the 4th Street School in Fulton. I've never received, to this day, any notification in writing or otherwise from the Oswego District or BOCES notifying me of this move. I immediately contacted Lisa Marie Carter regarding my concerns with moving the program and was told it was a city decision and the district had nothing else to offer. I then contacted Julie Landy, Director of Exceptional Education for City, and voiced my concern, and the response was dead silence. On August 30th, I toured the 4th Street School with Guy Linton, principal, Bridget Godfrey, the school nurse, and Kelly Schultz, the physical education teacher. The nurse is no longer in the classroom and on the main floor and responsible for 70 other students. The only handicap access for this building is an elevator on the main entrance. Once in the building, I viewed the classroom, which is half the size of the previous classroom, with large holes in the walls, broken crumbling plaster, and broken window blinds. No toileting facilities, with the closest restroom more than 30 feet down the hall. The gymnasium is located 2 floors below the ground, accessible only by a very small elevator accommodating no more than 1 wheelchair. Once in the gym, there's 1 exit other than the elevator. The stairway has 18 steps up to the next level, which is still below the ground. When I inquired about emergency evacuation plans from the gym, I was told that they are working on a plan and will be doing a fireman's carry with 4 rescuers per wheelchair. 4 rescuers per student times 3 wheelchairs up 18 stairs. I was also told that there is so much asbestos in the building that it would never burn. That's very comforting. I have informed the school that Mia is not to be in the gymnasium at any time. The fire plan when the students are in the classroom is to go to the nearest exit with 8 steps down and wait for the fire department to arrive. There's been 2 fire drills since school started. Mia and the other 2 wheelchair-bound students already happened to be across the street in the park when the fire drill occurred. On September 25th, I received a call from the school principal informing me that the elevator on the main entrance was broken and the only way for Mia and the other wheelchair-bound students to access the building was the loading dock. I kept her home on the 26th, 27th, and 30th. I called the school yesterday and was told the elevator was still broken, but she was welcome to return to school and enter the building via the loading dock like the other wheelchair-bound students. total disbelief of this whole situation. These students are our most fragile population, are entitled to a quality education in a safe environment. But because in the eyes of the administrators, they are less than perfect, they are receiving a far less than perfect education. The biggest question here is why move these students from a safe, accessible environment to a dark, inadequate, unsafe, inaccessible environment? The classroom that was being used at G. Ray Valley High School is currently empty. I am starting here and will be addressing the board of the Fulton School District also and the city school board in Fulton, Fulton High School, and as well as the city board, as they are the owners of the building. Then I will be pursuing a resolution through the state ed and the Cuddy Law Firm. Me as an Oswego student and her safety and education are ultimately the responsibility of this district. I know all of the issues can be resolved because all these problems were non-existent prior to the start of this school year and were created by the current administration. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Lori,
Thank you.
we
Yes.
don't typically engage, but can I ask you a couple questions?
Certainly.
Are you Mia's guardian?
I am.
I just want to let you know that I already knew about this matter because
Mhm.
Lisa Marie Carter came to me
Mhm.
this week and told me that this, I didn't know the gruesome details, certainly
Mhm.
from your perspective. But I can tell you that I've already planned to talk about this at county chiefs. And what chiefs is a county meeting that happens monthly with all 9 component superintendents,
Mhm.
as well as the BOCES superintendent, Chris Todd. Because I have to believe that this isn't a Oswego problem. It's
Well,
a county
Yes,
problem.
I believe that too.
So
I mean-
I will follow up with you
Okay.
and,
Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
I realize that the Oswego district had no decision in moving that classroom.
yeah,
But the classroom is sitting empty. The classroom that took 20 years to become what it was, it had a washer, a dryer, it had everything there. Those kids were so safe there. And then to kick them out or remove them, they weren't kicked out, remove them from that classroom and it sits empty and threw them into an environment that was totally, it's unrealistic. It's horrible what they did. When I walked in and saw that classroom 4 days before school started, I wanted to cry. I can't put a child in an environment like that. A child is totally helpless. No, it's totally unacceptable.
So you will follow.
my chief's meeting is tomorrow.
Okay, I appreciate your time. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is the Board of Education. Number 1, Central Office Administrators Supervisors Association tentative agreement. If I could have a motion.
Move it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. Next is proposed board policies. There's 13 policies with revisions, except for the last policy, which is a deletion. If I could have a motion.
Can we,
Please welcome me.
he wants to pull one out.
Yeah,
Are you on board?
I want to pull out the number 13, the immunization policy.
Let's vote
And
on
vote on that
all
separately.
13. Do you want to roll call
You
on
want to roll call on it?
That's fine. I don't agree with, I know that it's out of our control with what the state is doing, but I am opposed to the government telling us
So
what we
we-
have to inject into our students' bodies.
We will do 2 through 12
12?
and 14 through,
Then we'll do 13 and then we'll do 14.
okay,
Okay?
yep.
Thank you.
So we
Could I
will-
have a motion, do we need a roll call or are we
Nope,
just?
nope.
Okay, a motion 2 through 12, please.
Linda did it.
Did you move it?
She moved it, so we need
Yeah.
some seconds.
Second. Any discussion?
Yeah, just have a question, for all these policies. Where did these recommendations come from? They Erie One BOCES, or are they through our committee, our policy committee, or combination, or?
Both, Sam.
Yeah.
The recommendations for revisions come from Erie One BOCES, the component districts that subscribe to them. Then we vet them through central office cabinet, and then we bring any ideas that we have for revisions or lack thereof to policy committee, which we had a
We
meeting
did that
last week.
time.
All right,
And then it comes to the board for several reasons.
thank you.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. Number 13, policy 7511. If I could have a motion.
Move it.
Second.
Second?
Any discussion?
Just that, it's an invasive government mandate. And I know that it's got to go to state, it's not our, I completely understand that it's not our call. Our policy has to abide by it, but it's overreach.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed.
Me.
Aye.
As well.
7-2, 5-2.
Yep.
No.
Brandon,
Four,
Or
two.
4-2.
4-2.
Brandon.
Right.
Brian's not here.
Sorry.
Then 14 through 16. If I could have a motion.
Move it.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, just a question, what is the deletion, what are we deleting, why are we deleting? What's the rationale on that?
So the DASA policy is the one that the state updates, and 16 was the previous policy that addressed bullying and peer abuse, and it's obsolete now.
So
It's been
really-
lumped into the
Yeah,
other
it's
policy.
been rolled into what
Okay.
So
DASA
it's
covers.
more comprehensive.
So it hasn't been, bullying hasn't been,
No.
policy hasn't done away with.
We're done with
Make
bullying.
them wish.
But it's not, it's rolled into the other ones.
Got it. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. Next on the agenda is the superintendent's report. Dr. Buick?
We're good with the graduates, thank you. Congratulations to the
Yeah.
graduates. I had 9 other items, but I'm gonna hold on.
Next is consent agenda, minutes of the regular meeting of September 17th, minutes of the special Board of Education meeting of October 1st, approval of the treasurer's consolidated report, August 2019, 4 monthly transfer report, August 2019, and the special education board report of October 1st, 2019. If I could have a motion?
Move it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed. Next is curriculum, and Nancy Squires will be reading those.
Curriculum has 2 things on the agenda. The first one is a marching band trip to Buffalo, and the second one is 2 course additions to the high school program.
Could I have a motion?
Move it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Next is personnel with Dr. Sweeney.
Are there any changes to the personnel agenda?
No.
No, okay. So then I'd like to put together the professional staff. So 1, resignations. 2, a leave of absence. 3, a probationary TA appointment. 4, Safe Bucks extra comp. 5, just switching Robert and adding Eve, high school extra comps. 6, intramurals for the middle school. 7, National Honor Society co-advisor stipend adjustment. And 8, extra comp, 1920 winter sports.
So anyone want to pull that out? Number 8.
So just pull it up, just like we just did with,
Yes, so we can do
So
up
1
to
through
7.
7?
We'll do up to
7.
7 and then we'll vote on 8.
Correct.
Okay, so.
Items 1 through 7, if I could have a motion.
Move them.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, I have a question.
Sure.
Mr. Dumas, stage director, will we be hiring a stage director?
So he is, when Garrett resigned, Robert moved into that position, hoping
Okay.
to find someone for the other.
Okay.
But then since then, working with Eve Phillips, they are gonna swap. So Robert's going to the music director and Eve is coming on as the
gotcha.
stage director.
Yeah, I remember.
So he's both resigning
Yeah.
and then adding in.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed.
Do you want,
8,
do you want the names read separately, or do you want the resolution read separately?
Is the resolution okay as
Yeah,
is?
the resolution.
Okay, resolution okay as is.
so 8 extra comp winter sports, 1920, Jim Lomacchia and Joseph Babcock.
Could I have a motion, please?
Move it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed.
Aye.
Okay. And then we'll start with the support staff. 9, a resignation. 10, a leave of absence. 11, a probationary appointment. 12, our permanent appointments, and 13, our substitute and temporary employees.
Could I have a motion?
Move it.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next will be finance with Nancy Spires.
1 is an agreement with Fulton City School District. 2 is an agreement with Oswego Hospital. 3 is a memorandum of understanding with Ruth Taylor. And 4 is a memorandum of understanding, again with Ruth Taylor, paid for by federal funds. And 5 is another memorandum of understanding with Abigail Shenman. 6 is a contract with SBT Team for transportation. 7 and 8 are donations. And 9 is an agreement with City BOCES for Farnham services.
Could I have a motion?
Make the motion?
Second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, do any of these resolutions have anything to do with what our speaker spoke about?
No.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is items from the board. Would any board members have any items tonight?
Do you want to go ahead and ask the question, Linda?
Yes, I got an email from Donna from the Oswego County School Board, and we need to make a commitment for that November 7th night where Patty Ritchie and the presentation from, yeah. So I think you'll be sending an email out?
I can, absolutely. I guess we need to confirm that people are coming or who will be
Yes,
coming.
it's, you know, you don't have to pay anything, but we need to know how many.
Where is it?
At the city.
It's at City BOCES at 6 o'clock, November 7th. And we really would, I know you can't because you'll be out of town, but really going to encourage.
Sam, are you thinking you can come?
I plan on it.
You thinking,
Sorry.
Kathleen? I'm thinking I can. So
And
I
I
think we
can.
have a pretty good, I don't know if
Okay.
Brian can or not, but I think
And
we
I
have pretty
think, are you
good.
going to know? Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
good.
we
We'll
have
see
good
if we can get Brian
representation.
to go.
Yep.
Okay.
So have
So
4 or 5
if you don't
items.
get that email, text me and then I'll get back to her.
Okay.
Any other items?
I just want to say I'm so excited whenever I get to be a part of the graduation for our summer graduation. It's just a moment of great pride for our district, and it's exciting to be here tonight.
Any other items? At this time, would there be a need for an executive session?
Yes.
Reasons?
Legal.
Legal.
And will there be,
And personnel, we have legal and
Legal
personnel.
and personnel.
and will there be a need for a vote afterwards?
There will be.
Yes.
We just did this.
Could I have a motion, please? Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
We'll be sure.
Be very, very bright.
You may